Do you feel like you have the full-throated support of the president in your election security efforts?
I do, yes. He takes it very seriously.
You've talked about deterring cyber threats by replacing complacency with consequences. How do you do that? How does the United States do that when the president has been so accommodating to some of the leaders of the countries that we know have attacked us, not just Russia, but also North Korea?
So we actually have a full suite of consequences that you've started to see in different ways. At DHS, for example, as you know, we have lead for the network defense of the civilian.gov agencies. As part of that, we've used our binding operational directive authority to take companies offline that we know pose a threat, for example, Kaspersky. We've also seen indictments, we've seen sanctions, we've seen attribution. We're using the CFIUS process to think about supply chain. So we're really looking at a full, and that's the diplomatic as well. And then there's seen and unseen, and then we also are looking at much more proactive defense than we have used before. And what I mean by that is sort of disrupting the connections, communications, as well as actually disrupting the infrastructure. But I do think the national cybersecurity strategy that was just released makes it very clear there will be consequences, there will be a price to pay before and after the activity, and we will all work together as a full government. We've also been working very closely with our allies. I was just at a Five Eyes ministerial about a month ago. We talked quite a bit about this. Depending on which Five Eye country you are, you see attempts to interfere elections both from China and from Russia. And we're all uniting in our, not just our attribution, but in levying consequences against those countries.
Does it really qualify as a whole of government response if the president isn't out saying unequivocally every day, this is where the threats are, we know this is a problem?
I think what I've heard the president say is that he agrees with the IC. The IC is out there almost every day. I'm out there almost every day. MPPD is out there almost every day. So we continue to raise the alarm. And I would say state and locals as well. I mean, they are taking this very seriously and doing all that they can to make sure that there's redundancy and resilience, as well as actually to protect on the front end their networks and systems.
Mm-hmm.